Hi, this is Sandra Stinson, and thank you for tuning back into my real estate channel. I would like to talk today about goals, setting goals in terms of measuring if you made the right move and why you're making a move. In setting your goals, it should be one of the primary things you do because that's like your motivating factor as to why you made the change or why you're here today in real estate. So in setting goals, usually is it for family, you want to pay for college, you want to buy a vehicle, or you just want to change your career. So like some people say, how do I set that goal? Like, where do you start? So what I like to tell people is, what is your current situation with your employment, monetary wise? Like, what do you make? Some people say, well, I make 40,000, and if I make that, then, I'm great. So let's just start with that 40,000. So in setting your goals, how do you determine how many deals you need to write in order to obtain that goal? So what I try to say to people is, depending on what your market is, and in our market, it may be on an average of 150,000. So let's just say if we did a little bit of math and we do 150,000 and we do it at a commission at 2.5%. Okay, and with those numbers for that one deal, we would walk away with $3,750, and that's just for that one deal. Okay, so let's just try to multiply that by 12, and when we multiply that by 12, we come up with 45,000. So now we determine what the goal is, and we determine how many deals we need to close in order to obtain that goal. Okay, so now that we got that 45, let's just hold off on that number. Okay, now do you think that there's a way that we can probably do, instead of one a month, that we can do two a month? Well, let's try that. So if we did the math on that and we did it that way, now the goal that we achieved is 90,000. Better situation, isn't it? Absolutely. So let's again hold that 90,000. So now let's talk about what I'm gonna walk away with and what did I have to pay the company. And some people say company, yes, because once you get your license, you had to place your license at a brokerage, okay? And with that brokerage, you have to or had to sign a contract outlining the terms. So let's just say hypothetically, the company that I used to own, which was Keller Williams Realty. And every office is independently owned and operated, so every office in each state and city is completely different. So let's just say for my local area, the goal was 19,000 per individual. So every agent that we had, they had to pay a cap of 19,000 to the owners, okay? So with that cap of 19,000, there comes a split. So that means on each deal that you have, the split may be 70-30, and that means you get 70 and we get 30 until you cap and pay that 19,000. Once you reach that goal of 19,000, then at that point, everything you get for that year that you signed, you get 100% until your anniversary comes back around, and then you start over again with that cap of 19,000. Okay? So it's very important to determine, where you're going to hang your license, because that's going to help you decide on, help you with obtaining your goal, because you can make 90, but will you walk away with it? So let's just say if you made that 90,000, we're going to go back and grab that 90. You made that 90,000, and let's just say your cap with us was 19,000. So after you paid to the company where you have your license at, you walked away with 71,000. Not bad for a goal of 45 or 40, basically. So with that 71,000, now spend annually to be an agent. Like, how much are my dues? How much do I have to pay the board of realtors? How much do I have to pay Realtrax? How much do I have to pay for my Centra card? You have to start factoring those things, because keep in mind, you're going to get a 1099 because you're an independent contractor. So with that being said, no taxes are being withheld. So that 71,000 that you walked away with, you didn't necessarily walk away with it because you still have to pay Uncle Sam. So what I tell people is when you go to see your CPA and you take them your 1099 and write-offs that you want to write off that was associated with your business, they will basically tell you what tax bracket you are in, because most people don't know that. What bracket am I in? So with that, that's how your CPA will measure what your tax bracket is, okay? And then that will help you move forward and obtaining your complete goal by the time you close those deals, by the time you paid the company where you're holding your license at, and by the time you got paid back what you actually put out in terms of your expenses. Okay? Well, I hope this information was useful and informative to you, and I look forward to being the source of information. Just make sure you share and make sure you come back, because I have some more gems to share in terms of real estate. Thank you and have a great day.